Hey everybody, it's Mike with Steeds and Arrows Frontier, and today we are cutting hair. This video is specifically for people that are trying to do a nice professional haircut themselves. I've been doing it for years, so just wanted to try to pass this along and hopefully you can get something out of it. Okay, so step number one, you want to make sure that you wet down your hair so that way you don't have any, if you have any bedhead, like I just woke up and want to get ready for work and trying to do this video, I'd say give yourself about 30 minutes. I'm going to show you the tools that we're going to be using. Of course, I got my clippers, I got a handheld mirror, a flat comb that's approximately 8 to 10 inches, and that's what we're going to be using. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be shaving up with a 0 and coming up. Now everybody's head, as you're looking straight, it starts to contour in, and from the front you're also going to see that it starts to go down. So a lot of people make the mistake that they cut their front the same length as what they cut their sides, and then it looks kind of funny. Or you can do a bowl cut. But what we're going to be doing, we're going to be using the comb. So we're just going to do a small trim at the front of our hair, and that's just so I can comb over my hair for a wave. And then the top will be taken off about ½ an inch. So I'll show you how to do that, and then we're going to be fading up the sides. So step one, what you want to do is we're going to start working on the fade. And so as you want to go, you basically want to take the clippers, you want to move straight up, and that will create the natural fade of the shape of your head. So that's what we're going to do. So actually right here, as you can see, I basically am taking it and going straight up. Now one thing, I have a cowlick right here, so the hair kind of angles differently. So what I'm going to do is come in from the top and just kind of angle ahead as I'm going, and I'm just taking off a little bit as I trim up. Coming over here, just following the natural contour of my head. Just keep going straight up like an imaginary wall. And you can see that? Okay, so now step 3, we're going to work on the back part of the head. So this is where you're going to need your mirror, and basically you're going to hold on to the mirror from here. You can look at the mirror from the side angle, and you'll be able to see the back of your head. This takes a little bit of practice, but I recommend you doing it on if you're going to go down to 0, you can do it like on a 1 or a 2, or if you're going at a 1 or 2, you can do it at like a 3 or 4 with your clippers. What I would recommend is actually doing a couple of dry runs, and you can actually do this by holding the mirror up, kind of angle it to where you can see your head in the back, and then kind of just see which way you feel comfortable going up with the clippers. Because remember, when you're in here, you're moving side to side, it's kind of reversed. So you got to remember that, okay? And then as you're holding the mirror, you get the right angle. Once you feel comfortable with knowing which direction you're going with the clippers, let's go to town. Now also in the back, you have a natural contour with your head as it's coming up. Do the same thing. And you just follow the contour of your head all the way around. Now me, as I'm doing it, you notice that I'm coming up, and as I come up, I'm actually pulling out away from my head. That way it kind of feathers it to where you're not gouging your hair, and then you just do multiple cuts to even it out the way that you want. And you can kind of look with your mirror at your angles, see where you like it, and that's where I'm at right now. Just showing you, it's not cutting anything right now, but this is the same steps that I was doing. Of course, the cowlick is the hardest part. You got different hair going one direction, another direction, and it's swirling around. So you want to be able to make sure when you're cutting the cowlick area, you may have to cut it from different angles to get all of the cowlick. Okay. Now once we get that done, you look at your hair, do a final over. Make sure you don't have any hair down at the bottom. If you're missing any, go ahead and do a touch up, but we're gonna get to that later on. So now we're gonna do the top. Basically from here, you're gonna grab your comb. You're gonna come in, and you're gonna look at your hair. You wanna pull it straight up, see how long your hair is. Mine right now is about 1.5 inches up front. However, if you notice, if I put this flat, the contour of the front of my head goes down and then comes up to the top. So it's different levels. So what you're going to be cutting off down here is not going to be the same as what you're cutting off up here. So basically, you want to go around every time that you cut. I can pull the comb straight across, and I'm only going to cut off about 1/2 inch. Okay? Basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your clippers and go across the top of the comb as you make your cut. So right here, alright, so you make a cut right there. Up here at the top, as you're moving back, you make another cut. And again, you want to practice your motion movements to make sure that you got the right angle with your clippers, because when you're looking at it in the mirror, it's reversed. So you want to make sure that your clippers are level with your comb. And that's why it's great to use your comb as a guide. So that way you're not gouging your hair. And you're just going to move all over. Do small cuts. And you can use the hair comb as a guide. Now the other part, you want to make sure that when you're coming down, that you have the contour that's bending in. So remember, we were going straight up before. Now you want to be able to, unless you want a box cut, you just keep it straight up. However, I like to blend mine in a little bit. So I want to take the comb on the side right here and just trim going back the sides of my hair. Okay, I'm going to do that on both sides. You got to make sure you're going up angle to pull the hair up. And you just do touch-ups as you're going along. And then what I like to do is I like to give my hair around the ears. Just want to make sure that always going up, okay? Don't ever cut into it, because if you cut into it, then you're gonna have a line coming in unless you're gonna do designs. Okay, so now, once we've basically done our trim up at the top and at the side, we're looking at it, natural contour looks good. Then what you wanna do is, since I zeroed the bottoms, you just basically wanna give yourself like a little clean shave for the bottom of your hairline. Now what I like to do is I'll jump in the shower just to wash off any excess hair, come back, look at myself in the mirror, and make sure there's no wild hair sticking out or something like that, and then just kind of do a follow-up trim up of my hair. Alright, so right over here I can see that my cowlick, which is my problem area, I knew it was going to happen, but so some of the hair was kind of laying one direction. Basically, all I'm gonna do is just go over that problem area. Alright, so you see the problem area right there, where it's kind of uneven. So basically, just take your clippers, you're just gonna kind of lightly go across the top of it, blend it in with the rest of the hair. Okay, it's blended. And check out the rest of the hair back here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Looks good. You're ready for work. Okay, so now we've done our finishing touches. Okay, so after getting out of the shower, second time, just looking it over, making sure there's no other stragglers, and then I'm good to go to comb it. So now here's the final product. Got it gelled the way I normally wear it to work. I'm ready to go to work. So that's how you cut your hair. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, make each day count, and God bless.